This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Hi. It's Monday. Here we are. We're all together. It's like Thanksgiving. Everybody's sitting around the big table. Zach's at the kids' table.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry, Zach, we didn't have room. We didn't have one more chair.
That's okay.
The kids.
It's okay, Zach.
I flipped it over and invited a few of my friends.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Tommy's on his way.
Hey, is this your iPad over here, Zacho?
No, it's the program password iPad.
Why do you guys have an iPad?
Are we playing?
I'm
really good at it. This is the one that Rosie uses to cheat, or what?
No, that's why they have that.
Correct.
Because Rosie
gotcha.
would listen.
Gotcha.
Honor system did not work.
Hey, man, Julia Daniels, Care 11 on Friday. Very good at password.
Yeah, she killed it.
Yeah.
She was very good.
She's good at everything.
Hell of a start.
When Common pays attention, he's great.
It's hard not to pay attention to her. I mean, that's a beautiful lady, and she's real good at stuff.
Sure.
She is.
Yeah, Common seemed enchanted.
Oh, he did,
Chanted,
really?
good word.
Yeah, seemed a little enchanted.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hi, Mus. Hi,
This
how's
is a good
everybody
song.
doing?
Just listen to the music, Mus, and be cool.
Yeah, listen to the Doobie Brothers.
Well, you guys, I don't want you to get jealous, but I got quite the week coming up here this week.
Oh, do tell,
Lordy
do
Lord.
tell.
Quite the week.
We
hear
have
it.
no interest in what's going on with you.
You are correct. No, I get to go in, have an MRI on my knee that I blew up playing pickleball. Old balls. Damn it.
Yeah, you talked about that. You said you didn't like it; just kind of swelled up on you, but you didn't
Yeah.
like hurt it.
I don't know yet. I got to go and get an MRI.
Oh.
That's still not better.
Nope.
Okay.
And then on Friday, well, Thursday I get to crap myself a bunch, and then on Friday I get the colonoscopy.
Oh, nice.
It's an old balls week for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't
good
be
for you.
jealous. I got plans.
I'm kind of jelly.
Yeah, man, just poop in a box.
Yeah, that's Huck's
well, I
dad's
plan
thing.
on doing that in the future.
I kind of just want to know how, like, having that clean as a whistle feel. What does it feel like?
I have no idea. I've never done it.
I love it, but you get it dirty again right away.
Oh, my God.
I love it. I'm not that excited about the 2-day
It's tough, man.
cleanse. What?
It is a hell
I
of
thought
a
it was just
cleanse.
a one night where you just are.
I don't know about the 2-day. Are you
Yeah,
real
what?
dirty?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what's wrong with your BH?
I thought it was just going to be like a Dumb and Dumber moment, and
Are
then you
you
just go
full
in
of
and they
fees?
just
Are you
violate
full
you.
of fees?
Apparently. No, that's, I guess, the standard now is that they do a 2-day cleanse. So I got to start on Wednesday evening and then the whole day on Thursday and then Friday morning and go in.
Do you have to start at Wednesday night?
Yeah.
That's not really 2 days.
Yes, it is. It's 2 days before the procedure.
yeah, it's a day and a half.
Yeah, because you won't actually.
Oh,
you
yeah,
won't
okay.
actually start evacuating stuff until Thursday.
Man,
You'll
you're
just
going to
be taking
evacuate, though.
No.
I'm going to
Taking a nap
FaceTime
on
you. You
Wednesday?
tell me.
FaceTime Huck's dad.
It's going to be like there's a bomb threat in your butthole.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. You. Not looking forward to it.
I
at all.
can't wait.
God, but you're gonna feel so trim.
You're going to be trimmed, brother.
Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
Oh, it'd be good to have one of those Cologuard boxes just in your house, just in case an accident happens.
Yeah.
Like you poop in the box, and then somebody's like, "What are you doing?" You can always just say, "I'm getting my colon checked."
Correct.
Let me tell you something.
Even if you're just
Judge.
doing it for fun.
Yeah.
I ain't fancy. I just use a regular old Amazon box.
Right. One that,
Leave it on the stoop.
And with a big Sharpie, just write "Send to Cologuard."
Yeah.
One
that
figure
his
it out.
drinking whistle
Oh,
came
you had
in.
diarrhea.
Or do you just bring it to Kohl's?
Return it. Yeah.
Yeah, Huck's dad has a job at Kohl's.
I'm still convinced that's the number one reason people go to Kohl's in 2025 is to return stuff to Amazon.
It's pretty
That's
crazy how
weird that you
quickly
can
it
do
comes
that.
in, man. I can't believe it. Have you ever done it?
What, return stuff to Amazon? Yeah, it takes 2
There's
seconds.
so much stuff that, I mean, there's
Yep.
always a line, and the stack of junk is unbelievable.
Yep. But they just scan it and you're out the door.
Don't they just pick it up?
Do they give you Kohl's
Will
cash?
they actually pick it up at your house? Or you have to actually go to Amazon?
you have to go
I've
to
never
Amazon.
done it. My
No,
wife
you just
does
can
it
go to
all-
Kohl's
all
and
that
return
for us.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. Oh, yeah. It's real easy.
Super easy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, if you got something, you're like, man, I didn't order this, or man, that's too small for me, or man, I was drunk when I ordered that.
I've never done that.
You can just take it right back. They'll take it.
But I don't understand. Like, isn't the whole idea of Amazon, the returns are really easy? Like, don't you set it outside your front door?
That's what I thought.
No.
Yeah,
Like it was magic. Like it was magic. Where you just,
I don't think
I
you just
thought you just print
I thought you just print a return label and just slap it on there.
on the
and
same
then,
box. Yeah.
No. Corey, can you do that?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think
Do you
you
think
can.
my wife returns stuff?
Do you think he does?
Yeah, I do, baby.
I know Abby does it all the time.
Well, then she's the one to ask.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christy does all
have
that
no
stuff
idea.
for us. I have no idea.
I mean, I understand people don't have printers at home, so maybe that's part of it. Mm-hmm. But it's just like you go online, you print it off. I think you click a link to let the postal service or whoever know that there's a pickup. You just put it outside.
I like going to Kohl's.
Okay.
Yeah.
They give me too, man, because I go in there to take something back and spend about $100
Yeah, that's what they want.
Well, that's
on
the whole point.
lip balm and granny panties.
They're playing the Fillmore on Sunday.
Why are you buying granny panties?
lip
Just
balm.
granny panties. Lip balm dropped out.
Oh, God, that was the only reason
What
I
are you
wanted
doing
to
with
go.
those?
I wash my
I love how
windows.
you get the lip balm so that granny panties wasn't weird at the cashier.
correct.
Yeah.
Just one self-checkout
Yeah,
at
thank God
Kohl's.
for self-checkout. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Extra small condoms?
If you guys were ever buying stuff like that, does Kohl's have condoms? Is it condoms with a K?
When I take back my Amazon order,
flannel.
they do.
Yeah, when he walks out with granny panties, he needs them.
These are used.
Did you guys try to put it in the front of your like little basket order, or did you try to like slide in the
When you're
back?
trying to hide the condoms.
Yeah, when you're trying to hide.
That's one of the
something that
best parts of the self-checkout era that we're living in is back in the day for those of us who went through that experience before self-checkout. It was always, well, I'm only going to the store for one reason, but I'm going to have to buy 10 groceries and and then I always
Couple
think the answer,
movies.
Ben, is you throw it somewhere in the middle, right? You know, it
I
can't
always
be
felt like
last,
you're
can't
bragging.
be first.
You're bragging just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to need the family size pack over here. Going to be doing lots of
But I
action.
feel like
coming
it
up
takes
there.
a while to get that comfortable.
And then
the
they
first
judge you.
couple times you buy it, you're like,
He's not wrong.
you're super embarrassed.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But there's nothing worse when the cashier looks at you like, come on, really? Yeah,
Magnums, yeah,
just,
right.
Just get one. You don't need another.
Oh,
How dare you, ma'am?
yeah. Hawks never bought them.
I will always have endless respect for the guy that I once saw at about 3 o'clock in the morning when I was waiting for Ticketmaster tickets. I was waiting in line, and a guy walked up to the register at about 3 in the morning of a Cub Foods with a plunger and air freshener and nothing else.
That guy took
So
a
there was
huge
no,
jump.
he had no interest in playing games at 3 in the morning.
No,
it wasn't
no.
like, all right, let's get Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Doritos and like a gallon of milk. Let's try to hide the fact that I'm not just, you don't grocery shop at 3 in the morning. That guy was there for one reason.
Yeah.
And he looked at that person in the face and said, you know why I'm here. I know why I'm here. I'm buying these two things and I am leaving.
It was an
End of
emergency.
transaction.
Corey, unlike the turds in his toilet, he was circling the drain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
he didn't care.
Oh, no, he
Corey,
didn't care.
I've been that guy. Coburn's in Clearwater. Like 11:30 at night.
And
I had to go get a plunger, and that was it.
And that was it.
You live in White Bear Lake.
Well, I was when I was living in Annandale at the time.
there's something freeing about that level of confidence, though.
Yeah, who cares?
I didn't know what else to do.
No gamesmanship.
Yeah, everybody
That's confidence. That's more intimidating to be the cashier and just go, man, this guy's got life figured out.
Yeah.
Nothing embarrassing about this. He's looking me
Not
right
ashamed.
right,
No.
not even hiding his eyes, just looking at you like, just these, ma'am.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's
Is
it.
there any bigger panic moment, though, when you got to try to figure out, how do I turn the water off to this
Yeah,
toilet?
because you dumped a Duraflame on.
Right, you're just like, oh, God. Oh, it's just starting to come up all the way to the top and near the rim, and you're like, ah!
Yeah,
Well,
that's
why
the
you're in
worst.
that
When you have to plunge
situation.
it, it's like right at the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
I
like,
remember-
I don't know how to do this.
I was standing there at the counter. I had a plunger. I had a lot of toilet paper and a rope. Just give up. If this doesn't work, if I can't get this to go down, it's over, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Just one bullet.
Yeah.
Either one stool's going down or the other.
This guy's about to play the weirdest game of Clue of all time.
Yeah.
Sports is next.
That was the news.
That was the news.
Thank you,
the
Carboni.
news is be confident when you're buying whatever you're buying. Don't go through self-checkout with a plunger and air freshener. Stare the cashier in the face and say, this is happening.
Correct.
Sports is next.
Go.
Do. Bow. Hey, it's Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. What do you got there, Zacho?
I believe I got some tickets to give away.
Whoa! Oh,
I
nice.
figured while I'm here, let's do it. Baseball is back, Saints fans.
Let's go.
Hell
Opening
yeah.
weekend kicks off this Friday against the Indianapolis Indians, and we are going to send you there to all 3 games this weekend. All you got to do is be caller, let's go 13.
I like it.
To win a 4-pack of tickets for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's games. Call now.
Check this out. First 1,000 people through the gates get a powder blue and red Saints spring jacket
That's sweet.
on opening night, Friday night. 6:37 start. And there's fireworks after the game as well. Thanks to XL Energy. So there you go. Get on out to the Saints game. Let's play some baseball.
Hell yeah.
Big things afoot, by the way. We got to talk about that. Remind me to set you guys aside and set you straight.
Oh.
Someday.
Is it greasy?
No, it's all good. It's all good. It involves a vampire boy.
Oh. You mean Bat Boy?
Yeah, sure. Same thing. Well, it turns into a vampire, right?
Is it the same thing?
I
Yeah,
just,
kind of.
And if you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favor. I love the video that people have of the bats hanging upside down and they play music and it looks like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
dancing.
That's
it
a
looks
great
like
bit.
they're dancing.
A goth club.
I love it.
Yeah. Wasn't that your attic for a while?
Yeah, it sure as hell was.
Lots of guano.
They had a guano party up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Went to a guano party.
Yeah, Hawk's dad laid on the floor.
Why would he let
Time
him
for
for?
Fan
likes to be
5 on the
He does
Power
not.
Trip. Presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Thank you.
Hey, can I tell my story?
Yeah, you damn
God.
right you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, let's
It's
hear
a
it.
top story.
Wait, why do you have to say it like that, Court? Do you not want to hear my story?
I mean, your batting average is about 200.
Give it to me, Bernadette.
Bernadette Peters,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she sure does.
Woodhawk?
What?
a billion
Oh, dude,
percent.
100 million. I don't even know if she's still alive, but I still would.
I don't think she is.
Oh, I hope she is. I love her. She's so
Let me
cute.
check. I'm pretty sure
She
she
got to
died.
be alive. She was in The Jerk, Ben. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Bernadette Peters?
Great film.
I know the
Yeah.
name. I know the
Still
name. I
with
can't
us.
picture her
Yeah,
face.
I bet she got back problems.
She's still with us. She is 77.
Yeah.
I thought she died.
I did too.
Well,
but
you were wrong.
We were wrong.
All right.
I love
Still with us.
Wasn't she also in Scrooged?
her. No, that was the other lady.
Oh, okay, good.
I think the one that was married to Danny DeVito. Nope.
No, that's
Laika Travis lady.
what?
That's her name. You know what I'm talking about?
What did you say?
Laika Travis from Taxi,
Yeah.
also known as Andy
Andy Kaufman?
Kaufman.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend in Taxi was that lady, and she's in Scrooged.
Yeah, Carol Kane.
Gotcha.
Keira Knightley.
Great.
I'm
bit.
right,
You were
aren't
to
I?
say.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
Well, sir.
Hawk's right.
Thanks, guy with the mustache.
Okay, so what's your emergency?
Okay, so yesterday.
You woke up, for
No,
God's
no.
sakes. Fast forward.
It's okay, Corey. Give him a break. He's trying. He's
I'm
doing
not
his
good
best.
at telling stories
He's
like
setting
you
the
are,
scene.
Not good at
Shel
telling stories.
It
Silverstein.
just takes
He's setting
forever.
the scene.
Shel Silverstein.
So, my wife, Kelly, was like, "Hey, I'm going to go to the gym. I'll be back." I'm like, "Thanks, Terminator." Yeah. So she left to go to the gym. I'm sitting on the couch with my son.
Hold on. Did you interject a joke just for this story, or did you actually say that?
I did not say that. No, it was just for the story.
Okay.
I'm just, man, you guys all look like I'm pitching you an idea and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Feels like it. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm at an intervention sometimes when I tell stories. Anyway,
When will this story ever end?
so
It
about,
hasn't even begun.
so about 45 minutes later, I get a phone call. And I'm like, oh, God, they're scamming me already. It's like 9:30 on a Sunday morning.
That's the first thing you think of when the phone rings?
Yes, because normally every phone number that I don't have saved is a scam, right?
Yeah, scam likely.
It's
Yep.
something. And I wasn't going to answer it. And I answer it
Why do you answer it if you think it's a scam?
because I had an intuition.
Oh, psychic over there.
And
Why would you answer a number you don't know?
Well, I don't know.
Corey, if you keep interrupting me, we'll be here till Wednesday.
Yeah,
We're going to be here till Wednesday either way.
Okay, no, you're not. I'll finish my story.
Please.
Get a phone call. I answer. I go, hello?
Is that how you answer your phone?
It is, actually.
Okay. Hello. And the lady says, is this Paul Lambert? And immediately I'm like, this is a scam. It's a scam. And I'm like, yeah.
What happens? But you stayed on the line.
Well, and she goes,
what happens?
we have an emergency. And I'm
Uh-oh.
like, okay. She's like, your wife passed out at Lifetime. And I'm like, okay.
Spicy.
We need you to get here as quickly as you can. Here's the pickle I'm in. My car doesn't have the car seat thing in it.
Oh, the harness to hold on to everything. Yeah,
no,
the cradle.
like whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So I can't take him, even though it's like a mile and a half. I can't put him in the car seat and take him. I just can't.
Well,
sayonara.
All right, so I have a question.
Go ahead.
Even though this is going to take another hour.
No, it's not.
So let's say the emergency was with Louie.
Yeah.
How were you going to take him anywhere?
See, that's a good point. But I didn't think my wife was only going to be gone for like an hour, right? It wasn't like she was gone all day, right? And so I called David, and David showed up, and I got there, and she had fainted, and she was in the back of an ambulance.
wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She all
Is
right?
she okay?
Yeah. So they were like, hey, we recommend this, this, and this. And
You're a little high.
nope. And yeah, she fainted in the locker
Was she
room.
dehydrated?
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah. But yeah, it was scary. But the pickle
She doesn't
was,
faint often, right?
No, no.
Okay.
No, not like Corey does. He faints all the time.
Well, that's only when they got the doctor.
yeah. Well, I would. So yeah. So
Wow, that's
life
scary,
lesson
man.
is I got to get the car seat base in my car.
Yeah, you got to get 2 car seats, brother.
Yeah. I mean, I have the car seat, but
Why
put
don't
the
you
car-
have a base in your car?
Because I drive a
Boom,
little
ba-dum,
2-door
ba-dum.
Jeep.
It don't matter, baby.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think of it.
Now you know, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like she was going to Alaska. She's only going to be gone for like an hour. So, yeah. So, lesson learned.
Yeah,
and Uncle Dov saved the day.
Good for you, Doc.
But if Dov hadn't answered, I would have called you, Ben, and I'm not kidding. Because you
What did Dov say when he answered the phone?
said, I'll be there in a
No,
second.
first he goes,
No, before that.
hello?
He goes, hello? I go, hey, Dov. He goes, what's up, man? I go, I need you to come over immediately.
Boom. Thank you.
Kelly has fainted. And he said, I'm on my way. And he hung up and he was on his way. But my second call would have been to Ben. But
Chad
Ben was in
Allen.
Florida.
It would have been a number that he didn't recognize and he wouldn't have picked up.
You don't have my number saved in your phone?
No.
yeah, it's under D-less.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Same.
Good
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
What a Caroline tale.
I'm reading the text line here because I didn't close it down this morning. Somebody texted, said the EMT said, Kelly, what's wrong? She said, I passed out listening to Sauce tell this story. I passed out when he did the Terminator joke.
Yeah. What?
I'll be back. Thanks, Terminator. And then she fainted.
Yeah.
I love how you had to throw that in. I didn't actually say that.
No, I didn't say that. But yeah.
Here we go.
And then, yeah. So
I feel
Thank
bad-
God for your intuition.
yeah, normally I wouldn't have
Yeah,
answered.
right.
But who would have answered?
That's
And I
90
don't
cents
know.
a
Shouldn't answer.
Right. But thank God I did.
Yeah.
So I saved the day.
Good job.
And
I
that
feel
was all
bad-
now
did.
I
no,
feel
Dov
bad for
did.
Louie.
Why?
I mean, how long is he stuck with Dov?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What'd
that's
they
a
do?
good point.
They go to a rave?
Yeah, no, we started telling him about like Tech Nine and Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Did he have Fago in his bottle?
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
What did you just say?
Yes, he
You
did.
can put that in a
put.
bottle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Pat loves it.
Yeah. So that's my story. I
So
know
what,
it
she just got an IV and then she was done or what?
Yeah, she's all good to go.
Good.
Yeah. Yep. All good to go.
How's Louie doing?
I think he's none the wiser.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew.
Remember Sixpence None the Richer?
Oh, great band. They have one good song, right?
Yeah, they sing Kiss Me.
Right now?
No.
If Dov was trying to teach Louie, there's no Louie, only Steve, his first word, what word would it be?
Hello?
No, I don't know. What's one of the guys in Insane Clown Posse? Scary J?
Women.
I believe it's Violent J.
Yeah, he probably would have taught him that. But yeah, when we got
Shaggy
back there,
Too Dope.
he was, how do you know that?
I don't know. I have an empty existence.
No, you don't. You have a great existence.
You need another bass, brother.
Yeah, no, I'm getting one today.
Good.
And yeah, so moral of the story. But I panicked, man. It was scary. All my neighbors were gone. Couldn't contact them. Lieber was in Florida, not to help.
So who would have been your third? Who's your third call?
Maybe him. I don't know.
No guy?
I'm busy.
Or
Why would you call me?
Well,
I'm always there in a pinch.
yeah, Hawk would have helped. He would have been like, yeah, I got to put your dad back together, but I'll be right there.
Nah, I'll leave him where he's at.
No, yeah. I looked and I couldn't see anybody at the no guy house, so I turned around and yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where's Muss on your list?
Yeah, where did I fall in this?
Oh, like dead last.
What? Dead last?
Why didn't they call from her phone?
I don't know.
The initials tournament?
I don't know
dead
why.
last?
And then I kept calling her phone to get a hold of her, and I couldn't.
They probably, you're the emergency contact, right?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
No.
That's a good point.
Because you told me to.
No, but Kelly should have just had
I'm making more
Dov
Terminator.
as her emergency contact.
No, that's
you
what
got to pick somebody that knows how to get there and do things.
Well, no, that's what I should have done. Is I should have just said, Dov, go where she is. I'll stay here. Because he would have.
Yeah, save her.
Well, he's an adult. I wouldn't have known what to do.
Sounds like you did, though.
But I did. I saved
No,
the
you
day.
did a good job.
Thanks, Zach.
There goes Dov.
Yeah. So, yeah, I saved the day. The Wolves play tonight. They battled the Pacers in Indiana at 6 p.m. The Wolves smoked the Pelicans by 41 on Friday. Your Wolves currently sit 7th in the Western Conference, but are a half game back of the sixth spot and 2.5 games back of all the other positions. Your Pacers are a 2.5-point favorite tonight.
Just 10 games to go for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 10 left. 41 and 31.
Oh, brilliant.
Listen for that sizzle.
Is that Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does he say it with such force?
Listen for that sizzle.
Twin Cities Live. He's projecting.
Yeah,
I was doing an accent.
He's acting.
Acting. The Wild, Zacho, battled the Stars tonight at 7. Your Wild beat the Sabres 4-1 on Saturday. Tonight's game is on the Fan. Your Wild have 12 games left in the regular season.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a cushion in the playoffs, and they won those games last week, so they could lose games like they probably will tonight against the Dallas Stars. Though last time they're in Dallas, they did pretty well, so maybe they'll surprise us again. But yeah, this is going to be a brutal part of the schedule here. But like I said, that's why it was good that they got points last week, because this week with capping it off with Ovi on Thursday, it's going to be a dicey one.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's Louie. Paul, your hands up.
That lady Woodhawk. That's Louie. Why does she sound like someone who's...
First one is Dada. Be proud.
It sounds like somebody who smokes.
Paul, your hand was up.
You need an exorcist.
Woodhawk.
Woodhawk what?
That lady.
I thought you meant your possessed son.
Lady.
What a weird time to ask that.
No, but I asked it before you made the possessed joke. But
Yeah, we're talking about your son being possessed, and you're like, Woodhawk? I don't think so.
Lady. For the record, I had my hand up before we made possessed son jokes.
Was he going to court and go, I thought he was possessed. What's wrong?
Damn it, Tom. Did you have the Ouija board out?
Your son's a genius, but he smokes 2 packs a day.
Papa baby, Papa baby.
He just became self-aware. He's self-aware.
Oh, man.
Yeah, baby.
So weird.
What if little Louie ends up being like Stewie from Family Guy, and just like a genius at like 2 years old, like super genius, like evil mad genius though. But isn't Stewie supposed to be like, how old is Stewie supposed to be in that show? Like
He's
two,
still
Probably
wearing
3,
diapers,
maybe.
yeah.
I mean, he's still in diapers. Is he
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
He's got to
2
be
or
like
3.
Yeah, something like that. 1 or 2 or 3.
I think like 1, yeah.
Just a genius.
Yeah, man. His dog talks.
Yeah, got a talking dog. Doesn't Stewie want to sleep with his mom too?
No, Killer.
No,
He wants to
Killer.
kill her.
yeah.
That's right.
Big
Killer.
difference.
So Brian wants to, right?
Yes.
Doesn't
Yeah, the dog wants to-
wants to
yeah.
sleep with the
Yes.
mom. The kid wants to kill the mom.
Yeah.
Let's hope that's not the case with Lou and Kel.
No, Louis loves Kelly. There he is.
Vikings news is next. Again, about a week ago, Ben may have manifested something.
Yes.
Let's talk Ryan Tannehill when we come back. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Man.
Hey. Good morning, everybody. Here we are on a Monday. Everybody's feeling good. And looking good too, Mortimer. Ben Lieber's over there and Michael Mussman. Ben, how was Florida, eh?
It was good. It was good. So, my daughter had a riding equestrian show down there, and it was also Abby and I's 22nd anniversary on Saturday.
Well done.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. So, I'm like, well, why don't I just, after the show, fly down there, see you guys on Saturday and Sunday, and fly back with you guys and spend our anniversary together cheering on Ames. So that's what we did.
Oh, very nice.
Awesome.
Aw.
Is the equestrian season year-round, or when's the downtime?
Yeah, I mean, she competes against a bunch of gals that are homeschooled that just do this kind of full time. So you can virtually do a show every weekend if you want.
Yeah, there's show seasons like if you just stay in Minnesota.
Yeah, the Minnesota
but if you're-
show season is like obviously during the warmer months, but then there are like finals that are in October, November. So I suppose if there's an end date to, or like an off season, it's like December, January, and then all the southern shows pick back up in February. So it's pretty much year round.
Oh, charmed.
God, you sound like the lady from Golden Girl.
I will say it was kind of cool. On Saturday night, they had this place, World Equestrian Academy, or World Equestrian Center, WEC, is phenomenal. It's an awesome place, right? They had the Longines circuit come through, so it's like the best riders from around the world. So it was an Olympic style. So 3 or 4 riders, each represented each country. So like Sweden, Belgium, Italy, Ireland, whatever. And United States, of course, won. Proud Americans.
Well, of course.
But it was really cool. It was cool to see these huge jumps by these amazing horses and this whole like pomp and circumstance. It was really, really cool.
Jet putting them down?
Wow.
Secretly, I was hoping to see an accident. Yes. I was like, there was a point where
My God.
I enjoy the sport, but there's a point where I'm like, we're kind of just watching the same thing.
Yeah.
I would love it if one of them just like rolled an ankle.
Ride or die.
Yeah.
Just for
How
a
much
goof.
downtime do you have in between? I mean, because she does different shows, right? So you do one like sometimes, because I remember when Ruby was doing this, it'd be like 8 o'clock in the morning would be our first show, and then it wouldn't be until like 6 o'clock that evening. And we'd have to stay there.
The whole hurry up and wait is never more appropriate than when you're at a horse show.
Yeah.
It is, you got to be here. You got to be on your horse. You got to warm up. You got to do this. Then when you're competing, well, depends on how many girls show up for this class. Could be 5 girls. Could be 65 girls.
Right. Or the show, that class is just canceled.
Or the
Because they're
class,
not-
if they don't have enough.
Or
they
there's
cancel.
just a 40-year-old woman. You're like, are you serious? You're the only one in here. Give her the blue ribbon and let's move on.
Can I ask you a question that's kind of dumb and sounds weird, maybe? First of all, I know nothing about this stuff because I thought your last name had to be like Kennedy in order to ride in horsey events.
Yeah,
Do you take your own horsey down there?
we do.
Man, that's got to be expensive, right?
So we lease a horse. You can buy it. It's just like a vehicle. You can buy or lease.
Okay.
And then her barn, they hire a professional hauler. And then everybody splits the cost of the mileage to and from.
Do you guys have a guy named Rip that takes care of business?
Oh, yeah.
I wish.
Does
Is there a
cowboy
Beth?
stuff?
Please say there's a Beth.
No, his name's Luis, and I don't think that he's going to be taking care of business.
Luis on these
No, do you do what I did when Ruby was still riding?
Yeah,
Is
devil
that-
yourself.
There'd be that. Yes.
God.
There'd be that big span of time.
I
and
do what
so
Kelly did. I pass out most of the time when I'm there.
I would
Then your
bring-
husband
Musk
takes
does
half
too.
hour to show up.
Yeah.
I'd bring a cooler and I'd put that in the back of the Jeep, and then so that way it was like I'm not just going to sit and watch every kid ride for goodness sakes. And then all the other dads found out that I had a cooler there in the back of the Jeep. Next thing you know, I got 6 dads, and we're all having a beer, hanging out. Wives were not happy.
Well, it's
about
no
that.
surprise you've turned it into a tailgate.
Yeah.
Why not?
I get it. No, I mean there are places to get booze and stuff. I mean you can just open container the whole time. Like yesterday morning, she competed at 8 a.m. So I wasn't like pre-gaming,
No.
Yeah, you're still up
So
for the
you're
night
judging me
before.
for a bloody? Okay, whatever.
Certainly there are times where you do a little of that. But no, I've never done the whole cooler thing.
Interesting.
Wow, you're getting judged, Mus. I feel sorry for you.
That's not
No,
the
not
first
at
time
all.
on this show.
Not at all.
Are
I
you
just-
kidding?
I don't put that much effort into it, I guess. I just show up.
I really, really thought like that. I mean, taking your horsey to Florida, man. Like, I hope he enjoyed it.
Who, the horse?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if
Yeah.
he knows.
That's a long drive.
That's a long time to stand.
By the way, I think for the record, too, I'm not trying to jinx it. Good thing I don't believe in jinxes, but I don't believe any horses since we've made that bet still have died at Santa Anita.
Well, that's the right outcome because I'm not cheering for any horsies to die.
Well, you technically are because you bet the over.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've had one die since we made that bet.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, good work.
That's good news.
Yep.
We are.
I hope
healers.
0 horses die and I win.
We're healers.
Yep. Vikings news.
For Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Your truck accessories pro.
Ben. About a week ago, we were talking about Aaron Rodgers, and before the Vikings daggered that and said, look, we're moving on. We're sticking with JJ. Not interested in Aaron Rodgers. And then now Aaron's gone to the Steelers, and there's other rumors that the Giants still might be in the mix, but the Steelers are the front runner. You threw out a name instead of Aaron Rodgers because I was like, all right, if Rodgers is out, who the hell is going to be the backup quarterback? If you look at all the backup quarterbacks around the league, they're all signing with other teams. Mm-hmm. Who the hell are we going to sign? And you said, what about Ryan Tannehill, who hadn't played all of 2024? Right. And then on Friday, there was a Fox Sports report that said that the Vikings have interest in quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Now, nothing's happened yet. It's Monday, March 24th, but man, you just you spoke it into existence.
You're a sooth.
Whoa.
So let's rewind now.
I think it's a sleuth.
No.
Masseuse there?
So
Yeah.
What's a sleuth?
Soothsayer.
Yeah, it's a predictor.
It's the way
of
Mike
future.
Tyson says soup.
So you can say sleuth or sleuth?
No. A sleuth is a totally different thing.
detective.
Detective, yes. A soothsayer
Is
can
like
read into
a-
the future.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. I learned something new.
So why does it make sense? Why do you think Tannehill's a good fit here?
Tons of experience, big arm, has mobility even though he's 36. And I think the most important thing is, and Sauce and I have talked about this too, he's non-threatening. I think all the other quarterbacks you look out there, I don't think there is, outside of Aaron Rodgers, which we all know Aaron Rodgers was going to come in and not just be a backup. He was going to, think that he's going to be the starter. So I don't know. It seems safe, and it seems there's something about it that just makes sense from a physical standpoint, from a game experience, for what you're looking for in a backup quarterback. Because he's going to push him, he's going to give him some wisdom, but he's not there to take his job. He's there to just step in if he needs to. And, I've seen the people like, well, what about Trey Lance? And I'm like, Trey Lance has never been successful. Like, I'd at least want somebody that can give us a game or two to win. And to me, a guy like Tannehill gives me the most confidence that we could win a game or two if we had to.
Gotta think he's dirt cheap too, right?
Yeah.
At 36 years old, sitting out a year. It's not
Sure.
like he's asking for $10 million a year or something.
Right.
It's got to be in that Jameis Winston range, right?
Yeah,
Winston
4 or
just signed a
5.
2-year, $8 million deal.
Yeah.
That feels about right for a guy like Tannehill,
does.
right? Somewhere
Yeah.
in that range.
Didn't he famously, though, when he was with the Titans, didn't he say he had some kind of comment about actually mentoring a younger quarterback? He said, that's not my job.
Yeah, his roles are. I mean, he did. His roles are
different now,
reversed
though.
now. You know,
For sure. Okay, I can see that.
You know, when he was making those comments, he was the starter that was getting pushed out by, was it Malik?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then wasn't he pushed out by Levis? Was he there when Levis was there?
I'm not sure. One of the rookie quarterbacks was getting brought in, which he wasn't happy about. He's like, it's not my job to mentor these guys. Why would I mentor this guy to take my job?
Right.
So I think in this situation, he's the backup. He knows his role. He should know his role. And I don't think that he's going to have an attitude quite like that. I think he would very much be a great mentor to JJ.
Because you're looking for another coach basically on the field.
Sure.
Yeah.
He'd gladly accept a $4 million check to possibly not play. Right?
Yeah.
At this
It's a
point in his
great
career.
kid.
Yeah, it's a great
New hat
kid.
every game, yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Yay, nay?
I was shocked when you
yeah.
actually said it, to be honest with you, because that was so outside of anything I was thinking of, and I think a lot of people. And then when you mentioned it, it was like, oh, yeah, that actually does make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, between that and Flacco are the two that I was now thinking, but then at that time I was thinking, well, it's got to be Flacco.
And Flacco is fine. He just doesn't give you any mobility. You know, it's like,
We don't want him to play.
Yeah, correct.
Well, that's the other. Like, obviously, you don't want him to play. But if you're looking for a guy that can step in, and you don't have to like change your offensive play calls, and change your protections, you're like, okay, well, Ryan can just step in there and just do what JJ's doing.
Love it.
So
Let's
anyway,
go.
we'll
Well,
see,
hopefully
see if they
any
get it done.
quarterback we have now that's going to be QB1 or has to go in and play will have a lot more time because of what they've done with the interior of the offensive line.
In theory, yes.
Correct.
Yes. Correcto.
Hey, Corey,
Yes, Zachary.
I have some breaking news. Oh, no. From Wednesday, March 12th, 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your
12
attention?
days ago.
A 2-year-old filly with no career races died Wednesday after suffering a training injury at Santa Anita Park.
That counts. That does count, guys. That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Paprika Princess.
Yeah, man. We'll never forget.
Like Zach actually has like a scorecard.
Well, it's important stuff.
Yeah, if he didn't find
There's
it,
money
Power
on the
Trip Bets
line.
would have found it.
Paprika Princess is the third horse to die from a racing or training injury at the track this year.
Jesus.
They had 14 die from racing or training
What's
last
the over
year.
under?
Yeah, but I also don't remember when we made the bet because we obviously made the bet because a horse died.
What?
Did we count?
It was more
that?
than 12 days ago. Isn't that what you just said?
No. I'm saying this one counts, but I'm saying if this is the third one, I don't think we counted the first or second one, right? Is this the first horse that has died since we made the bets?
That's a good question.
And I'd have to go back and listen. I don't know if we counted the previous horses or if it was just like 13 additional horses. That's why we have Power Trip Bets, because we make bets and immediately forget all of the details.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps track.
Yeah,
Is there
he'll
like
let
a
us know.
horsey CSI? Because who's killing these horses?
Yeah, you
Somebody's
love that
doing
show.
something, man.
Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Well,
farmers.
It
No,
says,
no. Something different.
It says that Meat Sauce took the over on 14, so I would imagine it's at 3 now. So that would have to count.
See, but that's what I didn't. We have to go back. I don't know if we counted the ones that had previously died or just ones that died after the bets.
I would guess
I would guess you counted the ones before.
Yeah.
Because it was 14 last year. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming you just
Yeah, I think
said,
it was-
is it going to be more or less 14?
the whole
total.
year?
Yeah.
Well, either way, keep cheering on horses' deaths, I guess.
I didn't.
Well, you seem pretty pumped. You're on your way to winning.
Yeah, you're literally standing up cheering right now.
Well, I like gambling.
Look at your arms.
They're very gross.
They're very veiny.
No, they're not.
Oh, my God, that's not your arm. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you have varicose veins?
I don't think so.
Oh, when
Yes,
you're
very
sweet
close to
calves?
veins.
Oh, no.
Can you
wouldn't
get
be-
that on your
I might have
shafty
one.
shafts?
Yeah, Hawk does. Hawk has speed bumps on his crank.
I got tattoos.
I don't think
I
those are
always wondered
varicose
that.
veins, though.
Yeah, if you rip it enough, could you give yourself varicose veins?
No, I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's like a
Hawk's
topographical map of the Sierra Madres.
Oh, okay. It's got weird.
It's a good map joke, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You don't get many.
It's tough to pull off a map joke.
Like Lewis and Clark in here. That didn't work.
That was pretty good. That was decent.
Thanks.
That's not bad.
What are we,
I'll
a month
give you
away
some
from the
credit for
draft,
that.
by the way, too, right?
Yeah,
month ago.
correct. Yeah,
Or like,
4 weeks from Thursday.
It is so weird. Like when you're in the 20s versus the top 10, when it's a top 10 pick, it's so much fun to go, what can we do? Because you can actually start
Yeah.
trying to slot in the 6 or 7 in front of you. When you're at 24, it's like, whatever. Just take the
So-
best player available. Let's move on.
I thought of that
It's hard
this
to
weekend.
nail that down.
And
Bring it.
last year we went all the way to 23, right?
Yep.
I talked to my man Hogs. Obviously, I'd need your opinion as well, Corliss. I think we can go to 24 this year. I think we can start at 7:30 on that Thursday.
You're talking about the mock
The
draft.
mock,
the mock
draft.
draft.
And I think we just kind of fly through the first. We can just, hey,
You're heavy.
Yeah, I know. We can. I think we can get through it. I put together a list of who's going to pick where and what we can do, and we can get through it.
Do we stay at 24?
I think we
opinion?
do. Yes, I think they stay.
I always love the rumors because they're talking about that. I think the last one, I can't remember. I think it was like the Patriots or somebody. Oh no, it was the Raiders that they were going to trade with the Vikings, 3 different draft picks to get to 24 because they want to get this cornerback that they absolutely love. And I'm like reading up on the guy. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't we love that cornerback?
Yeah,
Right.
I think
Yeah,
they
we
stay
have a
at
need.
24. Yep. I think it's corner or offensive, interior offensive line.
Another
I
guard?
guess. Yeah,
So you see him staying at 24.
I do.
Could you see him maybe moving back a handful of spots?
I could.
Is it out of the realm of possibility that they move up?
No.
And you are locked in.
Thank you.
I think you're right. I think one of those 3 scenarios is what I would bet 3 months mortgage on.
And either way, I'll be right on Thursday.
You'll be right, as long as you float them all. This is the Power Trip Morning Show, the 8 o'clock hour, in a second on the Vin.